One day in 2010, when a 19-year-old Vitalik Buterin was playing an online game called The World of Warcraft, he noticed something had changed in the game. With a recent update in the game, he saw that some properties of the game had got changed overnight without his consent. He cried himself to sleep that night over this change, at the same time realizing the downside of a centralized authority having control over things. This is what led the 19-year-old to start the journey towards building Ethereum, that now has a market cap of $271 billion. Some years later in 2015, after reading a book on Bitcoin and blockchain, an aspiring entrepreneur in India by the name of Sandeep Nailwal, an alumnus of National Institute of Industrial Engineering Mumbai, started getting interested in the tech revolution that was starting to take place. This was at a time when most of the general public in the country had no or very little idea of what Bitcoin or blockchain was. And fast forwarding towards the present, just a few days earlier, Sandeep had become a billionaire, and the company he co-founded, Matic Network, now rebranded as the Polygon, is enjoying great success. In this video, we will examine the qualities of Sandeep that led him onto this game-changing journey. Firstly, while it's easy to assume that someone got lucky with getting an idea, what we often miss out on are the efforts that led up to the idea. Matic wasn't Sandeep's first idea. He had in fact started with another idea that he builds a business around. However, after 2 years, he saw that the business was not as scalable as he thought it would be. At this point, Sandeep could have just packed his bags and settled for just the suboptimal result. But he never gave up and switched to working on a new idea entirely, so that he would have a scalable business. We have seen in entrepreneurs like Elon Musk and Steve Jobs, where the quality of never giving up has made them create breakthroughs in their field. Hence, this trait of being anti-fragile to setbacks forms a core backbone when it comes to everything in life involved in creating something new. Secondly, in 2015, when most of the population was naive to what Bitcoin or blockchain was, it wouldn't have been unreasonable for an individual to dismiss it as something too complex or unrealistic without knowing what it is about. The fact is that Sandeep was curious enough about the technology and read more about it, inspired him to believe that something could be created out of it. Learning something new can be often difficult, and most of us would prefer to be comfortable with the status quo. But we must remember that in our current world, new ideas are being exchanged faster than ever, and it is pivotal to remain updated on the latest breakthroughs. Who knows, the next idea that you read could be the spark for you to make something game-changing. Finally, when Sandeep Nailwal read about Ethereum, he found some problems in the network, despite the array of benefits. He also believed that these problems could be solved with technology, and the rest is history. Often, the biggest discoveries and inventions start with a simple belief that one would be able to do what it takes to solve the underlying problem. This simple belief, despite when people around you are skeptical about your idea, can go a long way in being the spark that eventually ignites the fire. Maybe at first glance, the success of Matic and Sandeep could seem as if it happened overnight, but we shouldn't miss the key qualities and efforts that led up to this success. Just like Sandeep had the eureka moment in 2015. We hope that this video becomes your spark to being more aware of the developments around us and instill the belief that even you can do something wonderful if you wanted to. Remember, you are one habit away from changing your life. Subscribe to Be Monk for helping you do just that.